Very good morning. Welcome to my class. Today we are going to see the simulation model. This is under model number 5, that is measure of performance. So there is a system, and what is model? So system is nothing but a physical process of interest. So model, we do have various modeling techniques called physical model, mathematical model, and bond graph model. And so the mathematical representation of the system here, the models are a fundamental tool of science, engineering, and business, etc. And because they are, it is a basic tool for these kind of things, in the sense we have various modeling techniques, and we are not going to apply all kind of models in all situations. So based on the situations only, we can select the modeling technique, and we can apply for what we need to apply for what. Like for example, the common sense based environment, this is under the heuristic based environment. So for example, we can say, if you want to open if you have a small door cupboard, and if you want to take a very big object from that small cupboard, we can't take it out from that. So that what we have to do is, we have to make an angle for that, and we need to go for it. So assumptions only, we can go for assumptions, or we can say it is a heuristic based environment. And now is the abstraction of reality, and models always have the limits of creditability. So now we can see the simulation, a type of model where the computer is used to imitate the behavior of the system. So how the system is going to behave, so based on that, the type of model will vary. That is from behavior, it's depend upon the behavior of the system only, the type of the model will vary. And Monte Carlo simulation, so simulation that makes use of internally generated, or we can say it is a pseudo random numbers. So this is the Monte Carlo simulation. So this is the internal purpose. Now we can use this concept. And advantages of simulation, in the sense, this is only one type of model, and it is possible for the complex system. There is an analytical models, and it is frequently infeasible. And process of building simulation can clarify the understanding of the real system, and sometimes more useful than actual applications of the final simulation. So how we can clarify the understanding of the real system, in the sense, we need to see the real system concept. We have to analyze across the real system what is happening, and how we can clarify the things. So the more useful thing is, we can go for the actual applications of the final simulation. So this allows for sensitivity analysis and optimization of the real system. How it is, without knowing anything about the real system, we can allow the sensitive analysis and optimization, and we can maintain better control over the experimental conditions than the real system. So how we can maintain this better control over the experimental conditions, in the sense, all the things which is totally based on the assumption, so that we can see the simulation outcome, it is based on that. So these kind of experimental conditions, how we can go for it is, we have to go for the modeling techniques properly, and we have to apply based on the situations only. So time compression and expansion, so we can evaluate the system on slower or faster time scale than the real system. So this is the expansion, and we can value the things which is on slower or faster than the real, like it is based on time basis. And when we can see how it is expensive, how time consuming, we will see this. So this may be very expensive and time consuming to build the simulation, and easy to misuse the simulation by stretching it beyond the limits of creditability. And problem especially apparent when using commercial simulation packages, due to ease of use and lack of familiarity with underlying assumptions and restrictions. So if, for example, there is a we can see the real time example, like there is a restrictions and assumptions, we can't assume in all situations. For example, we can go for the mathematical modeling technique. We can apply for the constructing a bridge, otherwise making a construction purpose, and any measure kind of concepts, we can apply the mathematical model, there is no issues. But there is a restrictions in all the modeling techniques. and slick graphs and animation tables, etc. So this may tempt user to assign the unwarranted creditability to the output. And Monte Carlo simulation usually requires several runs at given input values. Like analytical solution provides exact values, so we can go for the contrast. So how this graphics and animation helps in the simulation concept, in the sense, so everything is based under the assumptions. It requires several runs at given input values. Why we need perhaps many runs means, so this is inaccurate one, so we need to go for several runs for this. And now we will see the classification of simulation models. So static versus dynamic. So static example, simulation solutions to integral and dynamic system that evolve over time, and simulation of traffic system over morning or evening rush period. And deterministic versus stochastic. Stochastic is nothing but a like we can say is the probability. So in deterministic there is no any randomness, and here is a solution of complex differential equations in the aerodynamics. So this is a Monte Carlo operations of a grocery store with randomly modeled variables, that is customers and purchases. And continuous versus discrete now. So in continuous we have a differential equation, smooth motion of an object. And in discrete, events occur at discrete time. This is a particular point of time the things will be happening. So queuing networks, we can say discrete event dynamic system. This is a core subject of books like Cassandra's and Le Fortune. From this they can take it as. Thank you.